Welcome back to another episode of Shicker At Shacaris, the podcast for Bacham by Bacham. I am your host, Pinchas, with today's guest, Mr. Yaakov Alfasi.
Come on, you didn't remember that?
I did not remember that, no. So, Mr. Alfasi, how are you feeling tonight?
I am doing great.
Yeah.
Nice evening. Had a good dinner. I had some brisket tacos.
Yo, I want some brisket tacos.
I'm sorry, they're done. Next time.
Next time. Wow.
Now I have Pinchas coming over.
Yeah, now I feel self-conscious because we're in Yaakov's basement and his baby's crying.
So why are you self-conscious?
Well, because I feel like I might get too... Speak closer to your mic. Yeah, I feel like I might wake up your baby.
Oh. All right, then in that case, you'll join.
Great. So, Yaakov, you're in Kollel here in Yeshiva Zichron Aryeh. How did it feel to be like like a Kollel guy? Like, you know, it's not like the path that not everybody takes. So, like, what got you down this path?
So it's interesting. I never thought I would end up in Kollel, actually. My family is not a Kollel family. I am the only one in my family that is in Kollel, or probably will be.
How much people in your family?
I'm the oldest of 7, but like my father wasn't in Kollel. Neither did either of my uncles. I grew up in Florida, in Hollywood, Florida. I went to Chafetz Chaim there because it was the only school that was like religious and was separate, like boys and girls. And that's the only reason my parents sent me there in the first place.
So you're saying it wasn't your family with the shkafa to begin with?
No, like we weren't Chafetz Chaim family at all. We're Israelis. Like my family's Israeli, grew up in Israel, just moved down to Florida to work, and then ended up staying here.
So I'm like a peon and uneducated. What does like Israeli have to do different than an American Jewish family? Like what values are different?
I think it's just the mentality. Mentality in general is like you grew up in a certain country that's just not American, so you're like the language. Language is a big one. Like we spoke Hebrew at home. I speak fluently Hebrew.
Oh, that must be very useful.
Like it is useful, but like in the beginning when I went into school, I didn't even know English. Like when I went into pre-1A in kindergarten, I learned English in school.
But like, what kind of school? Like, if they had the option, would they send you? Like, saying they only sent you because that's the only like one that wasn't co-ed.
Yeah.
Like they would send you to like a one that wasn't your shkafa to begin with, because like how much like schools for Israelis are there in America?
There isn't.
There isn't.
Yeah, there isn't. But I'm saying the idea
well, if
of
you
like,
ever want to leave Kollel, you want to be a principal, you know?
Yeah.
Got in your resume, Israeli yeshiva for American Israelis.
I hear you saying build one up. No, I like when you grow up in America, you just end up becoming American no matter what. Like, no matter how your home looked or how. The reason, so Kollel, we go back to that question, is I was in yeshiva for a long time, and I went into high school regularly. Then it was the classic, everyone goes to Israel after 12th grade. So I went to Israel, then I did 1 year and 2 years, and then every year I thought that would be my only year, and I'll just end up going back to Florida and work and just like be like every other guy in my shul in my neighborhood, but because I also grew up in a very Israeli shul, but my Rebbe, Ada Rebbe in Chafetz Chaim, who kept pushing me to go back to Israel and go back to yeshiva, then I ended up at one point deciding that this is the way to live, that the best way to live, at least for the beginning of your life, is to be in learning and build the foundations of your home with Torah values and learning. And I'm not saying that if you're not in Kollel, then you don't build up your home in Torah values, but it's just when it's your whole life, it's all you do all day, is you go to first Seder, and then you go to second Seder, and then eventually go to ninth Seder, that it just makes the home very different. It's a certain appreciation. And then in life, eventually, when you end up leaving Kollel or doing anything else you want to do in life, those foundations end up, and they're very strong.
They stay in the family.
What?
Yeah, like
they stay in the family. They stay in your heart. They stay in your mind. You also learn a chashivas of learning. You learn how to learn, and yeah, it's good. It's just a different type of mentality. Like starting off your home like that.
Time to shove off my family and show why my family's the best. So after my father got married much older, he got like married at 32. Actually, it's the day after his birthday. anniversary was last week on the 20th.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, so his birthday was the 19th. So actually, when he and me and my mother, he and my mother got married late, so they actually, they had a bit more like money saved up. So he went back to yeshiva. So when I was like a young guy, like I had like yeshiva bakum all over my house, which would be like it's really cool that like a lot of like in the Call families, not gonna burn you or anything, they all like leave out before their children get too older. So there's like advantage, I'm gonna say, of when I get older, that is I was able to be like 6, 7, well maybe around that age is when they like left, but like I was able to have like these Call guys, these Shiva guys in my house, and like I actually have like the memory of it. Like on the Shabbos table, we had all these like people coming around.
Your parents had these people over for Shabbos?
Yeah, my father's like people in his shir.
Oh wow! What was your father doing?
He was in a Shayashiv. He went back to yeshiva.
He went back to yeshiva after he got married.
Yeah.
At what age?
32.
Oh wow!
Like Rabbi Akiva. I know.
Look at that.
My family's a bunch of Tannaim over here.
Well, I actually did meet your father like a week ago or 2 weeks ago.
That's your brother's of art.
Yeah, my brother-in-law's brother-in-law just got engaged.
Mazel tov to your brother-in-law.
But yeah, I that is honestly how I got there. It's just when you're in the system, it kind of becomes like a system thing. You go into learning, and then like you start off your life like that. And but I think it's like deeper than that. It's just not just a thing that you do because it's like the norm to do. It's like it's not easy in life in general. I'm saying you live off one salary. And that is different. Things are expensive nowadays, and you really have to remember why you do it and how important
why
it is.
You're in Lakol.
Like why are we living this certain type of way? And it's not that chas v'shalom we're living in like poverty or like we don't have. We're good. We're very good. But it's like sometimes you could look out at other people or other couples that just got married and both of the husband and the wife are working, and it's just like inevitable that there's just like double the money, and then like things are just like a little more like they could go do nicer things, they could go get nicer stuff, and they go on nicer vacations and all that, and like sometimes when you like go back home and you're like trying to like make sure not to like buy everything and be a little more careful, but
So you're saying that like when the people go to Kollel, they gotta know why they're going to Kollel, not just because
it's not society, just a thing. Yeah,
because if it's something society is, you'll like one day wake up and be like, why am I like getting like cheese X? Why can I buy any cheese I want? And like you're like, okay, this is like why am I wasting? Like I already learned, I already did my like time.
Yeah, technically, and it's different. It's different learning in yeshiva, like when you're a bocher and when you're married. Because, first of all, there's more of like an achrayus when you're married. I feel like there's always an achrayus. If you're in yeshiva, you should do it the right way. But like when you're married, there's someone there that is going out and working and supporting the family. Where really, it's your job as a man to do that. That's what we sign in the ksuba, and someone else is doing that job for you, and you're sitting in yeshiva, and that is your job. That is your role in the relationship. And if you're just not doing it, then
like you're stealing from the relationship.
Yeah, I don't know if you could. I don't know if stealing is the right word. But like, it's a little like then what's like what are you doing? There's someone here that's that's putting themselves out there and trying to make it like your wife. The wife is putting herself out there and trying to work hard and trying to make sure that you could be learning and you don't have to worry about expenses and about financial. And if you're just not doing your part, then it's a little more like you feel a little more bad. It feels a little more.
You're mooching off your wife.
Exactly, you feel like a little bit like you're mooching off your wife.
Yeah, it's like the gut belly like woman get me a sandwich. It's like is that what I am? Or that like I'm just like a glorified version because I think I'm learning?
Yeah, and happens to be the wife doesn't lose out on this because when she decides to do your job. And she's gonna go and support the kollel, the you learning, the family, and the home. Then she gets the schar of learning every second that you're in yeshiva, whether you're learning or not.
Really?
Yeah, like if you're learning, then great, then she's getting the schar. But even if you're not, in her head you are. In her head you are supposed to be there. So she still gets the schar of learning of every word is 613 mitzvahs. That she's racking them up no
Well,
matter what.
I've heard, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm just like stupid 18-year-old, but like the woman, like the reason why a lot of women like would nag their husband is because they're worried that like everything's tied to the husband. Husband's not learning that like they're losing out.
I don't know if you can say that they're losing out. Look, they might be losing out in, when you're like in yeshiva, you like bring home a certain. You should bring home what you kind of learn in yeshiva, which is a different conversation. That's a little difficult in general, but I think they lose out like from the outcome that's supposed to happen when a person is learning and is delved into the Torah and delved into Yiddishkeit all day, and that's his job, literally his avoda. Then like you become also a certain person. Like the Torah makes you a certain person, and when I guess you could say they're losing out because if you're not doing that, then you're not becoming that person that.
That's like they signed up for the marriage.
I hear that's what they or they that's not what they signed up for. They signed up for something else. Or sometimes they could feel like they could take it a little easier in work, and then you go make them more the money, and they could just do like a small job on the side for help, and be there more for children, and be there more for the home. Because in the end of the day, that is most women. That is what they want to do. They just want to be there for their children.
That's what like the Kasuba says. Like
and that too. The Kasuba does say that is one of your jobs.
So out of do you think like like the call shot like special Kasuba like first 2 years you do the work and then I go job? No, like we're feminists over here, No,
I think the pshat is like when a person is in kollel and like the wife goes out, like she decides to do your role.
I know, but like the Kasuba does have it then. Like what's like saying like one day the woman's like, whoop-de-doop-de-doo, I know I signed up for this, but I'm done.
Yeah, then that's valid. She does say that, and there's reason for it. Then you have to take that into consideration. And
yeah, time to be controversial here. I think we should change the Kasuba up. I think we should change it.
Should put a time limit on it, you say?
Yeah, like first 2 years, you do it, then I take them over my job.
So you're saying she doesn't pull back?
Yeah.
Usually, if a person is doing it the right way, and there's a happy home, obviously, and you're not struggling and going into debt or whatever, then I don't know. I can't speak for everybody, but usually
that reminds me.
There's no problems.
I think school needs a better financial literacy. Like all my financial stuff I'm learning, I didn't learn in school. Like how much people in like school know what a credit card is, like how it like actually works.
It's true.
Like
I didn't know. I only learned that later on.
Like it's not your money. It's like the credit card. You have to pay it off and all this stuff. Like especially in a cold lifestyle, I think it's very important that like before you get married, how like money works. It's like one of the most probably important things the couple has to deal with.
I hear.
Wow, Pinchas girl is changing families one by one.
Look at you.
Look at me. Yeah. So speaking of family, so you grew up in like Florida.
Yeah.
So Florida community to the 5 towns for Rockaway community is very different. I'm assuming, right?
Very, yeah.
Even nowadays, with all the everybody moving there.
Yeah, definitely. It's never going to be the same. I don't think so. But especially, I grew up there. Well, I'm 24 now, so I grew up there over 20 years ago. So it's like
very different.
It did change a lot since when I grew up in Florida. It was really out of town. I'm saying there wasn't that many. I mean, there was Jews. There was always Jews.
Always Jews everywhere.
Yeah, but like I think more than the usual, but. It was small. It was not that many restaurants. It was not that many grocery stores. It was like you kind of knew everybody that lived in your proximity.
Like even when I was like 15 or like in like middle school, like Florida was like you go there for vacation, you come back, there's a community there, but like it's not really like
it's not a place to live.
It's not like a place to live really. Yeah. But now it's like it's one of like the bigger communities in like America.
100%. Yeah, it definitely. Like today, I go back to Florida. I go to the grocery store that I like grew up and going to, and it's like I used to know everybody that's there,
and now you're like,
who and now I don't know anybody. Yeah, growing up in Florida was nice.
Yeah, the weather is.
Yeah, I mean, I never saw snow till I moved to New York. So I was real.
Horrible childhood.
But I saw a lot of beaches that are actually nicer than Rockaway.
We have a beach. You have a beach. I had snow. You didn't have snow. I think I win the childhood game.
You had the best of both.
I had the best of all worlds.
Did you have the best though?
I did. remember I got like dark education.
You grew up in Far Rockaway? Five Towns?
Yeah, I go 5 Towns.
Very nice.
Yes, I have grandfathered my way into a multi-billion-dollar house.
Nah.
My parents were smart in the AOE crash when I was like there with my crayon. They were like, buy house, and then they'll be rich.
Look, yeah, it was different. Like we grew up, there wasn't that many kids in our class. I think there's like a total of like 25 kids in the whole grade.
I think really with like Corona that exploded it right before Corona.
100%.
It's like I remember the boom right before Corona. Then right after Corona, like tons of people moved there.
My wife's family actually moved before COVID.
Ooh,
Like,
wow!
right before COVID.
BC family going on over there, but like after Corona, people realized like
You guys moved before or after? Didn't you say right before? Oh, they planned right before, so they moved during.
ooh, so they got
Like
like
a fact checker here.
wow, lovely. So they got like the shutdown, and then they got to leave the shutdown.
They like went right
The
into
quarantine.
the shutdown or whatever type of shutdown they had.
Yeah, they
over there.
quarantine, and then they went to Florida and like quarantine gone.
Yep.
But yeah, I guess because people go that if you're gonna be locked down, hey, go to a state that doesn't get locked down, and if you do get locked down in that state, at least there's good weather in the backyard.
Yeah.
In New York, we're just like
I don't know. I didn't really feel so much COVID when I was in Florida for COVID. There was like a week and a half of like
shut down.
yeah they like
Were the
they
schools
did
shut
it.
down?
The schools shut down. The schools were on Zoom.
Okay, like Dark, I remember like they went the last school to shut down, and I'm like, what is every other school gonna shut down? And then Dark is like, we're gonna do clean for 3 days, never opened until the next year, and then because Lord bless them, Cuomo was the beautiful Cuomo and De Blasio shut down the Jewish schools and like the Jewish area, so we got like another like month of like school shut down like after the pandemic was over. And then the Supreme Court shut it down, saying it's unconstitutional because it's only the Jewish areas.
Wow, I was out of this. I don't.
Yeah, did this? Oh no, yeah.
All I remember, I was checking if they were going to open up summer camps because I was going to work upstate that year.
Yeah, I think a couple of camps they were open.
They opened
day
it up
camps.
right before. They opened up day camps, not sleepaway.
Yeah, like
camps.
I know, like Monk, it was a day camp. So like all the like the richer kids, they just did they just at the bungalow colony. So they just slapped at the bungalow colony, and the day they would go to Monk. The day camp.
I worked in a bungalow colony. I worked in West Park.
Ooh, fancy man. What about the bungalow colonies? When my father was younger, like all the Jews had bungalow colonies.
Yeah, a bungalow colony. I only learned about it when I was like 20.
Yeah, like my father's family when they're growing up, not that rich. Time to showing how my great grandfather was better than anybody else. He came into America, 16, never went to school. He had to run away from the Nazis when he was 3. He went to like Russia. He grew up in Poland, so like he came in. He barely like maybe he knew Polish. And like 3 years later, he's already starting a business with like
wow,
hit like him an Italian guy. He was on the bench. He made a jewelry. The Italian guy would solder it. So he got into the jewelry business. And
your grandfather?
Yeah, he also like made his own computer in the 70s. Very smart man.
That's cool. I see where you get it from.
Yeah. So, but like even him, like they had a bungalow colony in the summer. Like it was like it was a thing that the Jews had the bungalow colony. Like what happened to them? Able to just leave for like the summer.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess look, if you're living in Brooklyn and places like that, and the bungalow colony is a great move. It's like you have it's beautiful weather. That's number one.
Yeah.
And you have more space, and the kids enjoy. And
well, it's not very spacious.
I mean, I guess the bungalow colony I went to was very spacious.
Yeah, like most of them are very cramped. Like my father was like.
I don't mean the bungalow itself. I mean the outside.
Oh, the outside.
Like, yeah. You could play outside.
Yeah,
Things to do outside, and Brooklyn is it's a little hard. It's more city.
Like my father would say when he was younger, like the Rebbe's could tell which kid went to the bungalow, which one stayed. Like one was like full of energy and so happy and go ready because they were upstate and like got all like the vitamin like D or whatever. Other ones were like stuck in the city, like I could eat pizza all summer.
I hear camps in general. I'm saying also do that.
Yeah, like,
I think camps is one of the most important things.
I think the thing with camps is they went from like a luxury to like a necessity, like to the level of tuition. Like
wait, did it used to be a luxury?
Look, I feel like sleepaway camps. Like again, like my father's family wasn't like the richest, but he went to like sleepaway camps.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I think it was more of a necessity.
But like back in the day, like you could work in a day camp, then you'd like work. But like I think nowadays it's like, where were you for the summer? Why weren't you at a sleepaway camp? It's like so much it's like no longer like, ooh, it could be optional. You could do a day camp or something. That's like now it is. Like sleepaway camp is a necessity. Like seeing like rabbits be like, you need for your growth or whatever.
Look, I grew up not going. sleepaway camps.
What do you guys do in Florida for summer?
So I went to some years. I went to day camps. There was day camps in Florida.
Yeah.
Whatever, Machana Miami. One of them was
But
called.
what do you do like when
Camp
you're like in ninth
Eitan.
grade?
But
You work?
yeah, and then I worked. But then like looking back now, I should have went. I should have went to sleepaway camp. My parents, like, part of being Israeli is that
They don't know.
what sleepaway camp is, and when they heard of it, it was just like, what, 2 months away, sleepaway camp? It's
Like-
expensive, nah. Like it wasn't like in their mind
It's
at
just
all.
it's just like the immigrant mindset. Not saying it's bad or anything. Like for not just Jews, but everybody. It's like they don't like the kids understand the culture better, and the parents don't, and they
no,
don't
100%.
understand. The thing is like, what I don't understand is
Like my friends' fathers went to sleepaway camp.
like, thing is like, parents are very good at adapting, but for some reason with immigrants, they can't immigrate to the culture.
I think I pinpoint why. Immigrants, when they moved here, they enjoy the lifestyle
But they
of
want their-
America more than what they had back in their country. But they try to bring their country into into their life.
Yeah, but
They like try to like imagine they're living in Israel, but they live in Hollywood.
like no one's like, oh, I'm like 50 now. I'm a parent. Let me bring like the 80s to now. No, like,
Yeah.
Why they're like?
By the way, I think that's also true. I think a lot of times, like, let's say even parents that did grow up in America and have like American cultures or whatever, but like they try to bring their days to now, because I think it's like certain times of your life that you feel that are like
yeah, I get like that, but like it's never like, what is sleepaway? Never heard of it. Will never happen. 2 months away, impossible. Like it's never like, you grew up in the 80s, so no internet. Google would never heard of it. Waze, no. Like
you're right. You adapt in that way. I guess it's different cultures and age, like what time, like their years in life. But cultures definitely take a bit. Cultures take a toll on the children. Like different cultures, especially because it's very confusing. You live in a home where acts one way and is a certain way, but then you leave that, you go to school, your friends, and especially if your friends' parents are American, that they're very different, and you're like, wait, like why can't my house be like that? Why can't my family look like that or do these type of things? But like,
I feel like there's like a real problem in a different sense in the Jewish community when. In a non-Jewish world, you have like the schools are districted. So
What do you
it's
mean?
like if you have like it goes where like your zoning for schools. So if you're in a rich family, you go to rich school kids,
Yeah.
middle school. I feel like that's a different problem in the Jewish community where like you have kids from all different like tax brackets. You have like a poor kid next to like a multi-billionaire, and I feel like it's a different problem. It's like where you at home are like super rich, or at home you're not really that rich, or only that poor, and you're in the class with like all these other people. It's like some kids just don't know how to handle with it.
and it's part of being a Jewish school.
Yeah, but like
because we all have to go to private school.
yeah, but here the thing is like the problem is when you go to like the bar mitzvahs and everything, and you're like, when I was younger, like I'm like, okay, this kid has a really rich bar mitzvah, I'm not gonna have one, but like you see some of these people like apparently every rabbi in the community has like. So I know so they're like, yeah, so family X, Y, and Z, I'm not going to say the names. Yeah, they're broke, but they made like a bar mitzvah that they can't afford because everybody else has one. It's like, I feel like this is like a different problem with the money. People see everybody in the class have like more money than them, and they try to go in debt to like.
Sometimes
like
I think
them.
it's overrated. There's more people with no money than do have money.
Which is really weird. Like,
I think just everyone tries to be.
it's-
Everyone tries to be.
to one up
Everyone just
them.
looks up to the ones that do. But most people in the world aren't wealthy. Okay,
I know, but like it's really weird. Like I go to all these like nice bar mitzvahs. I'm like, okay, like I know I have a couple of kids in my class who are really rich, but like some kids know, and then my brother just like have a lot of these kids with expensive bar mitzvahs. I'm like, I don't remember that we had that much rich guys. I know we had a couple, but like everybody had like tons of rich bar mitzvahs, especially with like my brother's class. Like the first kid had a really expensive bar mitzvah, which now puts in mind for everybody else that all bar mitzvahs have to be crazy expensive.
You say because he like let it.
Yeah, there's one rich kid who let it. Like also like I heard there's a big problem with weddings. Like there's a lot of these weddings are really expensive that like the Rabbanim are like trying to get like the richer guys to do more like toned down weddings.
Yeah, because you know what it is. I think the Jewish world in general has more money than it ever had before.
It really has like the shtetl.
Which comes by the way with pros and cons. I'm saying the pros is there's a lot more chesed that goes on, and a lot more organizations that are able to fund it, and everyone could open up an organization nowadays, and every person. I mean, I don't know if they'll succeed, but I'm saying there's a chance that they will, and every
organization that is unique and actually will do something that hasn't been done before will get their money.
Exactly, and also how many times have you seen a campaign that had a goal that like didn't make the goal?
I haven't seen one in a long time.
It's like it's pretty like it's and like the goals are pretty high also, by the way. They're in the millions. So like it's like yeshiva is actually it's EA is having a campaign next week. They're starting next week.
January December 1st and 2nd?
I'm not sure exactly the dates, but I know there's gonna be one either next week, next week. There should be one.
I'm gonna
and
post
like
it
they
on
have a goal
Spotify thingy.
And right away there's also a person who's matching, right? It's
like where do they get all this money from?
So so I'm saying that the Jewish world in general has more money than I think it ever did, but that comes with its pros and it comes with the cons. And you're right, it depends what you try to focus on the most. If you focus on the pros, then it's a beautiful thing. But obviously, it comes with cons, and the cons is that you're right. The Gashmias became more than ever before, and you're right. The weddings are crazier and crazier. Then everyone kind of has like this type of like, well, I don't know. I can't like pinpoint the word.
There's like goal.
There's like the standards. The standards just got higher and higher. But I don't know. You know, my personal opinion.
I would love your personal opinion.
My personal opinion on weddings is we're not here to. It's actually my father-in-law's opinion, but I really agree with it. I'm not here to entertain people.
Yeah.
Why am I paying money to entertain people? The point of a wedding, at the end of the day, is to have the boy and the girl be able to buy some of Israel. That is the point of the wedding, right?
Yes.
I think today weddings became more for the parents than the actual kids. It's a day for the parents to
revel,
entertain their friends rather than care that there's a bias being built here. I think it's also something. I don't say they don't care about it. I say just like a little.
Like the direction has changed.
The main things in a lot of the mitzvahs today kind of became a little less because we're focusing more on the gashmias of it behind it.
Like the moose knuckles.
Rabbi Fisher says, you know Rabbi Fisher from Fisher's Yeshiva. You ever heard of him? He has the line. It says, the main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. You know. It sounds repetitive, but if you think about it, it's like, what's the main thing in life is to keep the thing that is the main thing, to keep it the main thing, and stop with the fluff around it and the extravagance and the extra.
There's just so much extravagance.
There is a lot of extravagance.
Like when I was in like 7th grade, never heard of luxury brands really. I thought like Gucci. 8th grade comes along, Moose Knuckle, Montclair, like all these fancy coats. I'm like, $700 coats? Why? Like, and it's not just it's like one kid's class. It's like most kids' class. You go down Central. It's just so much. There's like money just all over the place in your face. Like you open a Jewish newspaper, it's like all the money in the Jewish newspaper. Like I saw this newspaper in seminary. It's a slim down package. So when you come down from Israel, you'll still be thin. It's like. Really? I'm just yeah. No, and it's not even like a funny anymore. It's like all this money just being thrown around. Like when am I supposed to do with the parent? Like your kid wants the moose knuckle. What's he gonna do? Most of the kid class does have one. Rabbi
Cohen says if you put your children in a certain place, that everyone in that around them or in their school or in their whatever has a certain thing that they want, and that's something that you need to get them. Obviously, maybe you can't get everything, or you can't get as nice, but you need to figure something else, because I think the worst thing to do is one of the worst things to do is to put your kid in a certain place where everyone has something and you tell them you can't have it.
The problem is like,
you're right.
Where is there not? No, but where is the money not? Like if you live in town,
depends where you live. I think it depends where you live.
If you live in town, there's motorcycles. If you live out of town, maybe, but that means you're moving. You're a not that small change. It's not like cool. But like in town, like where most people's families are, it's a whole like different ball game. But like the only way to switch is to move out. Like at what point is like the money like cool? Your kid should have everybody in the class get it, but like there's no place where his kids in class don't have it. Like I'm seeing these places like they're not where the rich kids live. They have moose knuckles. Like, I know your family where they live. I know they're not living in like the nice place. Why do you have a $700 coat?
Because everyone else does.
But it's insane. Like now you are making everybody else. It's like I can't say, well, Timmy in the cheap who lives in the cheap place doesn't have it, because Timmy in the cheap place does have all seven adult coats.
It is probably one of the biggest problems.
Like I'm scared. Like I don't want one, but like if I have a kid, they're definitely gonna want one, because they don't know.
Live out of town.
Yeah, but like when I get out of town, they'll.
You're right. There's all the problems there too. You're right.
But like,
it creeps in everywhere. I don't know.
When I was a kid, like, there was at least that time.
Me neither. But me too. By the way, growing up, I didn't know anything about like fancy stuff. It was just not. Not even growing up. Like pretty recently, I kind of learned about fancy stuff in life. I like that about all these things. I kind of like live in a bubble.
Yeah, but it's like if you get any like major Jewish magazine, you'll get it. It's like the only way not to.
Yeah, but I didn't know about Jewish magazines until I came to New York, which was only a couple years ago.
No, but like Mishpacha and stuff, they have the big articles. I'll call you out. I don't care. But like only way to not do it is to be in Australia, which is a totally different like season zone. So like all your fashion's like a year out of whack.
Yeah,
it's just like the money thing's insane.
It is crazy. But again, you're right, it comes with the pros and cons, and that is a big con. It's not a con that we should just be like, okay, whatever, it is what it is, and like not do anything about it. I think there should be something done about it, but I think that's above our pay grade.
Someone's got to start, and if it's just a random 18-year-old...
So we're starting it here at this podcast.
Random 18-year-old with like $150 worth of equipment, we will change society.
Listen, Pinchas, it happens to be, I speak about it all the time. It's a topic that's always spoken about. My wife and I talk about it all the time, and it's hard because it's a hard, like, because it's a hard thought of like, hey, what are we gonna do with our kids? What are we gonna do if our kids want this? What if we want, like, look, there's a line, you cross that bridge when you get there. Like, wait till you get there, then figure it out. But it's always a, I don't know. It depends. It really depends where the situation you're in, the situation you put your children in, the situation you put yourself in. Because we can sit down and hate on it, but if you live in that life, and those are the people surrounded around you, the classic human being personality is to be affected by its surroundings, and we would be doing the same thing.
You have holy rabbis living in the same community. It's like you want to live near your Rav, but
you're right.
Well, like you have to live like in a place like actually out of town.
The hardest thing for me if I ever leave New York would be leaving Yeshiva.
Yeah, that's like the problem with like the New York demo. Everybody's there, but so like
stay in
it's expensive.
Stay in Bayswater.
No, but like in 20 years, Bayswater will just be about as 5 towns as now. 5 towns will be like the money problem will be even worse, but it's not going to be any cheaper for people in Bayswater.
I guess let's see what happens in 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years. Yeah, 20 years, the global warming happens. Bayswater won't exist.
Look, I guess. Look, growing up in Florida, out of town, happens to be one of the pros of growing up out of town, is that you're like you don't know any of this stuff. It's just like these things they're not there. There's not shaykhs. Like you have like you were saying, like you have a kid in your class who's poor and you have a kid in your class who's really rich. Like the kid in our class that was very rich, like we didn't really realize that he was so rich. They were just like everybody else in a way. I don't think it was even purposely. It was just like that's just how community is. I guess living out of town kind of made that. There was not so much what's the word? There was not so much competitiveness. Is competitive the right word?
I guess there was like all these like chasanas. Everyone has to like outbid the other.
Yeah, I didn't see it so much. I only realized these really nice stuff when I came into New York. I was like, whoa, like people do here really nice things. So people have a lot of money.
There are really nice things going on in New York. I really do love the parties.
Yeah,
I just don't want to make one of them myself.
I hear you.
And like cheap parties aren't that cheap.
Look, there's a concept of kind of weddings.
Yeah, but like how much is a kind of wedding?
I think don't quote me on it. 10,000 aside.
Ooh, 10,000? I thought they were like 20,000.
No, 20,000 total.
Oh, okay. That's
10,000 aside.
Not bad. But the kind of wedding these days are pretty nice.
That's a beautiful thing that was done.
Yeah, that is one of the good things that I'll say about like all the stuff that to counteract it, you need to have the cheap stuff be nice, and it's.
But I think it was pushed by the Rabbanim.
Yeah, like
and also to do the nice halls.
Yeah, like I remember the Chasana Hall in Lawrence, which had a controversy because it's a one-way street and kids at night that come from yeshiva. There's a big chance that it could be like a accident cost. The thing is, it's a nice hall, but when I heard one of the requirements to get the hashgacha was a lot of the big rabbis in the community said you have to have takana weddings, else we're not allowed to knew it.
Yeah.
And it's a really nice place, and some people in yeshiva have checked out and asked me about it because it is a really nice hall.
Is it running?
Yeah, it's running. There was a couple of town hall meetings about it, but they got
You're
through.
involved. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a community guy, you know.
I hear. You're right. So you see, like, it also depends on the person. By the way, I think a big deal of it has to do with the person. Are you a person who just falls for the pressure, or you're a person who doesn't fall for the pressure?
But
We can't blame everybody.
we can't. But
If
like,
you sit and blame everybody, it will never work. Or you're like, oh, this is what everyone is doing. And everyone is doing this. Everyone's doing that. What am I gonna do? And there's points in life where you're gonna have to decide: am I gonna give in to the pressure, or do I have enough self-confidence to just do the right thing? And then if people think certain things, then let people think certain
but it
things.
isn't just self-confidence on you. It's self-confidence on the children, on the spouse, on. It's like it's a real problem because like, you as a parent, you have your job, but when they go out into the school, you could be the best parent, but sometimes it just happens that boop, they see the moose knuckle, they want one, and like what could you do? Now the pressure is from your own family. Now you'd say I'm comfortable, but your child isn't. And
Yeah, it's two different things. You're talking about like the kids. I was talking about more of like making weddings.
yeah, they are like two different problems, but they are very similar.
They are similar, but I think the wedding is more of the parent thing.
Yeah, it's a parent thing. That's why I like my parents' method of pay for it yourself. They'll get the weddings cheap very fast.
Also, if you think about it, like
It's a one night party.
I think it's a one night party. If you took half the money you spent on it,
On a house,
give it to your kids.
They would love it much more.
Maybe they wouldn't love it at the time, but then later on in life they'll appreciate
I'll
it.
just say, here's money for a house, and even like any adult that had a decent amount of education would be like, wait, we could have a really nice party, or have them money down to a house, which is something we need and probably actually want.
And takes forever and takes a really long time to save up for.
Yeah, it's like this is a good chunk of money that we could just not have to save for ourselves.
And instead of just entertaining random people.
And that also will help like the poor members of the community. We're like, oh, look, the Cohens didn't have a crazy big wedding. Now behind the scenes they have a bigger house, but like if people are comparing their houses, we've got like we're just done. Just reset society.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear that it's a problem. What can you do? I don't know. I think the only way to fix something is first fix yourself.
And that is why we need more people on yeshiva.
We can't have that many people in yeshiva. Rabbi Cohen doesn't like it. If it gets too big for him, he doesn't know how to handle.
Oh my goodness! It's such a shame. Rabbi Isai, we have too much people learning and wanting to connect to Hashem. We can't have this anymore. No, that's why we need more yeshivas. I think that's why Cohen wants everybody in yeshiva to become rabbis. We all need to make our own yeshivas, especially elementary schools.
Yes, because that is missing here.
Yeah, also apparently girls' schools. We need a lot of girls' schools, high schools especially, but like also middle and elementary. Yeah,
Don't start with girls' schools.
I'm telling you,
we don't know enough.
I'm telling you, I've heard enough rich people give enough. Say if anyone wants to do a principal to get the money, enough educated people say we'll help you get the money if you just want to make more girls' schools. So apparently that's a big need.
All right, hopefully it works out.
Yeah. So Mr. Alfasi, want to be Rabbi Alfasi? We'll get you a nice yeshiva. You'll make a bunch of base medrashes.
Amen. We'll take it. We'll take it zman by zman.
Zman by zman. Ooh.
Not year by year. Zman by zman.
Well, all zman's small, but like, what about winter zman?
Okay, that's a big one.
It's a big zman. Yeah, Hanukkah's coming up. I like Hanukkah.
You like Hanukkah? What's your favorite holiday?
It's probably Purim.
Why?
You gotta act. You gotta be a normal person on that day. You can do whatever you want.
Fun story actually about Pinchas last Purim. I think it was Purim or it was Lag BaOmer.
It's Lag BaOmer. Yeah, Lag BaOmer.
So I can't imagine you on Purim. He was dancing around the parking lot for probably an hour, nonstop.
Yeah, Purim last year wasn't that good in the yeshiva. We just ended off No, but yeah, Purim's like very good, but I like Hanukkah is very interesting because it'd be in yeshiva. You got to learn while having like an actual like holiday going on.
I think the beauty of Hanukkah, like learning on Hanukkah, is like the goal of what they wanted to do to us.
The Syrian Greeks,
the Greeks wanted to do to us was take away
the
our learning ability,
Yeah,
and then we learn on that day.
that's why
It's like
that's why in Purim we party because I wanted to say. But yeah, but like Hanukkah is like very like special in the fact that every other yontiv you're out. You're out of yeshiva. Per Hanukkah we are out for a bit too, but like it's mainly you're in yeshiva, especially I think Israeli yeshiva don't give off at all, right?
yeah, the yeshiva I went to in Israel didn't give off at all.
Yeah, so
They gave off the week after.
yeah, but like it's a very like in yeshiva it gives you like a different sense to like you got to learn without feeling like the pressure because it's like the yontiv to like
Also, it's nice to just spend Yontif with the yeshiva guys.
yeah like you got to
It's
like
it's a different show.
you got to have a party at night and
Eat donuts.
eat donuts, a lot of food. Love being Jewish.
Latkes, you like latkes?
Love latkes.
What do you like better? Latkes or donuts?
Probably latkes mainly because you only get donuts like you get donuts whenever you want.
No, you can't get a good jelly donut on a red day.
Jelly donuts are bad.
You don't like jelly donuts?
No, they're bad.
It's not even a good question for you.
No. The thing is that like you get a good donut whenever you want really, but you can't get really latkes.
You can make latkes whenever you want.
No one does it though.
I hear.
It's a Hanukkah thing.
Do you eat them with applesauce?
No, you eat the plain. Yeah, you got the delicious flavor of the oil.
I never really ate latkes before.
What?
Sfardis don't do latkes. It's
Oh
an
yeah,
Ashkenazi
no. Yeah, I was reading one of the kids' books on like all these customs on the world. In Morocco, you guys like make like this they make like fried eggplant or something weird, uncovered in oil, covered in honey. I know like there was these two Sephardi communities that make these really weird stuff for Hanukkah. Anybody else makes normal stuff. Yeah.
The only Moroccan thing I know is Moroccan fish.
Love Moroccan fish.
You like it?
I love Moroccan fish.
I think it's the only Moroccan dish that kind of went universal.
Yeah, because it's like a people don't want to make salmon. Really, they think salmon is the main.
I mean, you could do salmon with teriyaki.
Look, see, people don't want to make salmon. They think salmon is the main. Salmon's the main, but you need to flavor it. People don't understand that. With Moroccan fish, people say, "Whoa, it's such a good fish dish," because they're actually learning how to flavor the salmon.
I hear.
But yeah, we need to get you more Ashke food. So we got.
No, don't worry about it. My wife is Ashkenaz. My meals are a big mix of Sephardi and Ashkenaz together.
What's Sephardi about the meals?
We have Moroccan fish. We do some dips, but we also have something called salatim.
What's salatim?
Salatim is it's not dips are like mayo-y.
Yeah.
Like jalapeno with mayo, olive with mayo, this like onions with mayo, but
So just Ashkenaz food.
it's just like that is like the Ashkenaz dips. Sephardim do like shredded carrots, Moroccan carrots. I've heard of Moroccan.
What's Moroccan carrots?
It's like a shredded carrot with like some lemon and spicy, and they do eggplants.
Am I supposed to dip it?
You don't dip it.
You scoop it?
You scoop it.
You
You guys do dips, we do scoops.
Yeah, no, that's why dips were awesome. You just in and out.
Yeah, we do red cabbage with mayo a little bit, but like
Okay, back to the mayo.
Yes, I hear you.
Mayo
But,
is the king.
It's a little different. And we have that, then I have kugel, so that's Ashkenaz.
Great stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. Happens to be most of my meal is Ashkenaz, but because for years I was eating in yeshiva and I was eating in Ashkenaz.
But no,
homes.
what do you eat at home?
At my house?
Yeah,
That's interesting. We have dips, like not dips, salatim.
you got scoops.
We have scoops, and then we have Moroccan fish.
Yeah.
Moroccan fish is a big part of the meal in the Sephardi.
When I was at
it's like a whole course.
when I was at Sephardi's house, I'm like friends with a lot of Bukharians because I'm a man of culture and I don't discriminate. Look at me.
You should come to my house for Shabbos.
I should. But like they would have like the Moroccan fish. They like come like the pan that was cooked in and it was like the whole thing.
100%. It's a whole. It's its own thing. It's its own. So that's the second course, and the third course is I don't remember. Usually it was like lamb with rice.
Lamb with rice is good.
The Sephardim cook with a lot of turmeric.
I know. I like
cumin.
turmeric. I love when my hand turns yellow.
Yeah, your fingernails and everything.
Yeah, it's like ooh, I'm special.
But yeah, it was just like meat and rice or meat.
But
and noodles.
lamb's
At least
good.
that's what my mother made.
You know there's a good lamb place near here. It's called Canara. My father to text the place. $8 a pound. You get the whole shoulder, bones, meat,
My wife
fat.
doesn't like lamb. She doesn't make lamb.
Neither does my mother, but sometimes you gotta take one for the family and say, "We're doing it." You get the lamb fat, the lamb bones. You gotta make soups. You gotta make stews. You gotta make
Ooh,
sauces.
that's good stuff.
Invite your friends over. Have a boys' night.
Should I invite you over?
Always invite me over when there's
Always
lamb.
invite you over when there's lamb.
Always invite me over when there's lamb.
I hear.
Yeah.
Growing up Sephardi and being like ending up in Ashkenaz yeshiva for a long time, it changes your mindset a lot.
Like,
Changes your mind. Like, I mean, you just become a little more Ashkenaz in like your, like the way you do things.
yeah, like you're the only.
Your Rebbeim are Ashkenaz. I'm saying like my Rebbeim and yeshiva are all
You never had any.
Rebbeim.
Never had any.
I had a
Rebbeim?
Sephardi Rebbe in my shul, but like I'm saying, I want like
Dark is big enough that you have like 1 or 2 Sephardi Rebbeim going on.
here. Okay, fine, but like the schools I went to, that wasn't the case. They weren't that big.
It's very interesting because like because it's like it's usually one Sephardi in an Ashki place. You got to see how like cultures change. It's never like, oh, I'm Ashki. I grew up in a Sephardi place.
Yeah.
Now I turned Sephardi.
Yeah, no. I think
Like
Ashkenazim, when it comes to schools, Ashkenazim know what they're doing.
yeah, we schools are a business.
Yeah, exactly.
And we succeed, kind of. But like the thing is, you guys go to Ashki school when you're young, it'd be like very interesting if you guys like at the Sephardi school when you're at school when you're like, and you went to like the Ashki place when you're high school. We can at least see how you change. Like actually by that point you probably have too much in your identity that you're not changing. But like, did you remember how it like felt? Like
yeah, I remember it was weird. Like I remember when I went to school, I davened a certain way, and then when I went to my shul on Shabbos, I davened a different way. Like I davened 2 nusuchs at one point. But then when I got older, like bar mitzvah, I just ended up davening Sephardi always. I davened with the Sephardi Siddur, and in Ashkenaz shul, it's pretty much easy to keep up. It's not that big of a deal.
yeah, like
Besides for Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur is I Sephardi shul it only. For
me it would be impossible if I were at a Sephardi place. It would
Yeah,
just,
my wife actually tried to go to Sephardi.
good job on her.
Didn't work out.
Like if I was in a Sephardi place, I'd be like, okay, time to like take out my Sephardi-ness. But like if I had a choice, it'd be like almost impossible to keep up for Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur because Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur is the only time when you need a special sitter.
Yeah.
Like the art school sitters these days are so good. You could use like I use it for Pesach, I use it for Sukkot, I use it for Shavuot.
Exactly.
But like Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur is such a different ball game.
Yeah, that's one that like I will always be Sephardi in. Like I won't change for that. But like again, like when I go up to the Sefer Torah, like the way I say the Perkas HaTorah is very Sephardi. The way I say my Kiddush in home is Sephardi. Like I say a lot of things in Sephardi, but when I learn, I sound like an Ashkenaz guy.
So question, I get all my Sephardi questions out here for like Mishnah Berurah Seder or whatever. So do you guys ever use the cloth covers for the Sefer Torah?
Well, you're supposed to use them when you see the bracha.
Okay, so but when you dance with them in Sefer Torah, what do you use? Use the case or you use like a cloth cover?
No, you use a case.
Oh, you dance.
Case, we dance with the case. It's a lot heavier, by the way.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
I could see you went to an Ashki place for math.
You gotta have a lot of muscles for that one.
How long is the dancing?
Depends on the show.
Like if it's like a long dancing, like
similar, very similar.
Do you guys switch off more often the Sefer Torah then?
Yeah, everyone gets to hold it.
No, but like, like in the Ashki place, like you got like a couple, you get it to turn for like the entire hakafa.
No, so I don't know. I can't talk for all Sephardi shuls. I can talk for mine.
Okay.
I grew up in a very Israeli community that wasn't so religious, and people were like more like Kiravi, like when they were there, and Sephardi, so there wasn't that many rules.
I love when there's no rules. You
Yeah,
make them up yourself.
I kept the Ashkenaz shuls, and there's like rules, and we do it this way, we do it that way, and like everybody else.
The thing is, like I don't know the rules, so I'm just like.
It was just drinking arak and dancing.
I would love to drink arak and dance with the Torah.
That's another Sephardi thing. Arak. They love their arak.
I like arak.
I know. I'm saying it's like I feel like every Sephardi shul has like their arak. In their Kiddush clubs.
Oh, Kiddush club. That's a controversial topic we could talk about.
I don't know much about
I don't know about you did. I need to get like an official like anti-Kiddush club rabbi in my thingy.
I hear.
We could talk about like, Kiddush club bad.
Could I have a shuler on?
That'd be great. You want to talk about like the different schools or whatever.
Yeah, that's definitely
credit cards.
Oh yeah, you gotta hawk that with them.
I need to figure out how credit cards work.
I'm remembering now your first question about like how I ended up in Kollel. I didn't think it was ever gonna happen. I went my first year to yeshiva. I left yeshiva, and I wasn't gonna go back. I left for Pesach, and then I was like, whatever. I wasn't gonna go back for summer, and I like started working, and then the rabbi in my yeshiva was like, "No, you have to come back. You have to come back. Please, please, we'll pay for your flight even."
So you just went to yeshiva for 1 year?
I just 1 year.
Okay.
I was like, I was gonna do 1 year.
Yeah.
I was gonna have my learning foundation, even though I didn't do much my first year, and and
the Jewish way.
Yeah, the Jewish way, or not, or maybe my way. But I was just gonna do that, and then I was gonna go back, and that's it. And like go back, and that's it, and like start my life. And then the second year that happened again, I actually went. I started working somewhere. And after a couple of days, I'm like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I missed yeshiva too much. I'm like, what am I doing starting my life so early?
Well, you were 19.
I have my whole life at the time? I was 19 or maybe turning 20 even.
Ooh.
No, I was 19. I was turning 20 soon because my birthday's in May.
Okay. So you left
I was almost 20. I know, I left after Pesach again.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, I'm just done. Like, I'm just going to go. I'm going. I'm going to work. And this is it. This is life. And then I was like, what am I doing to myself? And sorry, it was after the summer. I was already 20.
Oh, okay. You were already 20.
It was like, what am I doing to myself? I have my whole life to work, and this is my years to really learn and do. I had to really like leave and then feel the urge that I want to come back. And once I went back for a third year, I was like, I'm sold. Like, I'm not leaving yeshiva again until after I get married. And I wasn't sure yet if I'm going to do kollel, but like either after I get married or after I get married a couple of years, and then I'm going to start, and then I'm going to leave. But once I got to ZA, which was my Rebbe Mordechai Balgon, pushed me, and a friend of mine, Matan, they really pushed me to come to ZA, and they told me I'm going to live by Cohen, which is true. And once I got there, it was like a different ball game. I really started appreciating learning and appreciating the reason why we're in yeshiva, and that's what I was like, yeah, I'm staying here. I'm staying here after marriage.
So for me, I remember all the and I never really thought about going to yeshiva, really. I'm like, maybe not. We'll see. And then in 12th grade, which was for me, I skipped 11th. So my 12th grade when I was like 17, I'm like, okay, I'll go to yeshiva. So the places I applied to say either no, they didn't respond back. So I'm working this summer, and I had no idea what I was doing that year. So I'm like, I didn't even think about even working. I was just like, whatever, tell me what happened. The 2 weeks before yeshiva started, I was at my aunt's house, and they're like, oh, what about the school yeshiva your uncle went to? The ZA. So I decided to apply, and I got in. And it's like, yeshiva was weird. Like, I had like also like other friend. He was with me. He was like graduating. He wanted to go to college. Parents convinced him to go stay again. He's gonna go to college this year, but he also like people convinced him to go to yeshiva. Now he's like yeshiva. Like, it's really weird how like whatever, maybe I'll go. You go in and you stay. It's like the Kool-Aid, the Kool-Aid Club. They get you. You're stuck there forever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of ZA, especially. It's very welcoming and
no rules.
Hard to leave.
Well, also, who's gonna stop you? Like, who's gonna kick you out? Like, no rules.
No, not even about kicking you out. It's more, if you're in yeshiva, you want to be there. Like,
not always.
At least that should be the mindset. It's like no one's forcing you to be here.
VA is definitely that. If you're here, you want to be, because there's actually no rules. Exactly. Like, you would. Problem is, some people don't even know they're in yeshiva because there's no rules. But you're here if you want to, because you could just leave whenever you want. Yeah. Well, no, you actually don't want to be here if you just never ever show up. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, overall, that's how it ended. It's funny. It wasn't really so much of a plan. It kind of just happened. And then right before I started dating, I said to myself, like, yeah, like I'm looking for a girl who wants a guy learning, not like for 45 years, but like at least for the beginning. And
yeah, it's just really interesting how and
then it happened.
Like the call.
I got married a lot faster than expected.
Like how fast?
Like first girl.
Woohoo!
Didn't think that was gonna happen. I thought I'm gonna start dating, get my feet wet, let's see if it works out, and I'm probably gonna be a year till I'm gonna get married or more, or whatever. Then
I hear so much the dating world is so
dated for 2.5 months and it was done.
Dating is so interesting. Like each person own totally way that I have no idea what to expect, because I have people I've been dating for 7 years. Some people oh yeah, I've been dating for the past 3 years, and some people you yeah, so I dated for 2 days, and then we're oh, you want to get engaged? Yep. Yeah, it's it's
really not in our hands when it comes to this topic.
Yeah, or cola.
I mean, anything. Nothing's in our hands really when it comes to this topic. But like, I think it's really like Nisim when it comes to dating their marriage. Just like you could be like the perfect family, the perfect candidate, the perfect everything, on paper at least, and then boom, it's just like not happening, or it's taking a long time, and it's like whoa, but like this person who's not technically quote unquote perfect on paper. This got married a lot faster, whether it's a boy or a girl. But so it's very, very, very beyond Hashem in this specific.
It also could be like your mindset, like you think I'm perfect, but like since you're perfect, you're looking where the perfect people are.
Yeah,
so
there's no such thing as a perfect person.
No, like yeah, you're looking like the good yichus. I never got yichus.
I have a whole rant on yichus.
Like I don't get it. Like
I don't have yichus.
Like just because your father was cool doesn't make you cool. Like
you sound like me a little bit.
Like I'm the cool guy in the family. No offense to them.
No, for example.
Like how are you supposed to start being cool then?
I never have yichus in a way of like
it being
for
important.
Example, my last name is Alfasi.
Yeah.
So the Rif. Everyone always asks me, "Are you related to the Rif?"
Are you?
I don't know.
But like, why would anybody assume that the Rif was like almost 1,000 years ago?
No, but his last name is Alfasi. So like some people.
Well, his last name is
like,
Alfasi?
Yes, that's Rav Yitzchak Alfasi.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah, so like it's like
cool.
So like the first question I always get is like, "Oh, you related to the Rif?"
Is it
I have no idea. Maybe he's in the back of the Gemara.
Yeah, I know the Rif. He's a big rabbi. No, but it's
I think the Shulchan Aruch was based off the Rif.
Rif, Torah, and the Rambam.
Yeah.
But like, is Zafat a common name? Like Kramer's kind of.
I think in Morocco is a common name.
Like
in Israel, I don't mean that many Alfasis in America, but in Israel,
yeah, but
there's
like,
definitely a lot of them.
Like the Vilna Gaon was Yisrael Meir Kagan. No, Yisrael Meir Kagan. Something Kramer. But Kramer's a pretty common Jewish name. It's like cool. Your last name is the same as the big rabbi, but is it a common last name? It's the question. It's like
that's a good question. But I'm saying forget that.
But
like, are you related to their? It's like, okay, and what if I am?
Like, ooh,
now what?
we need to bow down to you and give you all our money.
No, it's just like it's like some people that are like, it's like, oh, my great grandfather was the Gra. Okay, and you don't learn. So like, I'm saying like, what does it have? What does your great grandfather have to do with anything?
Well, apparently, I'm related to the Gra.
Oh, you are?
Through his daughter or something. So it's not like Ben Achman.
You do that. No, I'm saying.
So it just doesn't matter anymore.
I was saying it just like doesn't matter so much because every person has to bring their strength and they have to work themselves to attain godless in their way.
I feel like.
And the only thing I hear about like yichus is like, for example, like Reb Chaim Kanievsky, right? He grew up in a home. His father was a stipler.
Yeah, so like I get.
So when you grow up in a home, when your father's a stipler, you kind of like grow up around greatness.
You probably got like, something.
Yeah, but he still had to work very hard to become Reb Chaim Kanievsky.
Yeah, like
it wasn't inherited.
Yeah, like
godless isn't inherited.
How often do you hear like big rabbi? You don't hear anything about the son really.
Many times.
Yeah, it happens all the time. Like the son is like never heard of him. The Chavetz Chaim, never heard of his son. Could have the greatest son of all time, never heard of him. Vilna Gaon, never heard of his son. Rashi, never heard of his son either. He had only daughters.
Yeah, did the Chavetz Chaim have kids?
Yeah, Chavetz Chaim had kids. Yeah, Chavetz Chaim had kids. Yeah, but like.
I was very sure about they didn't have kids.
Yeah, but like sometimes it's like cool. Like if they're great, it's only because they had the opportunity and they decided to grab it. But not everybody grabs it. Like
saying they did something about it.
Yeah, like they had greatness in their grasp and they decided to take it. But like how often is it like greatness in the grasp? You never heard about them. They could be very great. It's just like they had the potential to be the best, but they just never took it. Like these holy rabbis, you have all these holy people coming to the houses. The children just never take it. Or sometimes you have holy people. The children aren't really that holy. I forgot the rabbi nerd scholar where his son went off to D, became a math professor. Or, you know, when you have like people like Yaakov and his son also went off to D. Whoop-de-doop-de-doo.
An offer.
Yeah, or like what's the deal with yichus? Like,
I don't know. I personally never have yichus.
Like Mashiach. Well, want to do the yichus game? We go to the Rosh, and then we have to go to like some family incest, like a bit further up the family line. Like, do you want it? Like yichus, like the brother went off to D. Well, Yaakov's brother went off to D. Yo, I don't know about you, but like Sarah's father was off to D. Her brother tried to kill people and did.
Sarah Rivka.
Sarah.
Oh, Sarah.
No, Rivka. My bad. Rivka's father was horrible. Her brother
Was
try
a
to
cheater.
try to kill somebody and ended up killing his father. It's like,
Yeah.
like, how far do you take yichus? It's like, it's not really that important. I mean, like, outside the fact that, like, it's an easy barometer if their father's great or their mother's great, then it's probably easy barometer that they're like have like decent mitos. So you gotta check. A lot of people like who grow up in like these positions of like greatness fill themselves. So like, it's not all it is a cherry on top. You're great, plus your father's like Reb Chaim. Like, that's where it is.
Yeah, I mean, also if your father's Chaim, then you grew up around greatness, and
Yeah, so it's
you do have more.
you have a better chance of becoming greater.
I don't know if it's a better chance, but
No, you definitely have a higher chance. You are
I
surrounded by
hear,
greatness.
okay, but I hear like at this, I think it's more of like you have an opportunity that a lot of people don't have. You have
Yeah.
opportunity to learn and be around
Yeah, like-
someone who's
Yeah, like if
which not a lot of people have that.
if you said like your son's gonna live with a good learn with Daniel for the next like 18 years, you're assuming your son's gonna be pretty great. Now they're the father. They get to learn for more than 18 years. They get to see how they act like in the house. They actually they have the perfect chance of greatness. Plus they have all these other great people coming in and out of their house. Plus their mother is very great. They probably have great like uncles and like and aunts who are also healthy. So they have the best chance for greatness more than most people have. And sometimes they don't grab hold of it. Sometimes they do.
Yeah,
Some people are just born into privilege. It's just a different privilege than one might think. One might think it's only money, but
every person has his own tafkid,
yeah,
and
some are easier than others.
when Hashem put you into this world, you knew what it was going to be, and then you have your own tafkid, and you have your own, and you have a job, how you're supposed to end up, and you're not supposed to end up a certain way. You're supposed to end up yourself.
I don't know.
You're supposed to end up in Chasgerlitz.
I don't know what mine Hashem was smoking when it chose me. I have no I have no
I think everyone thinks that, don't they?
I have no idea where to begin. I'm like, make a podcast, make alcohols. Like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life.
Yeah, fun fact. You tell the podcast that you make alcohol?
No, I think it's technically illegal if you're under 21.
Oh, shoot.
Hi, police. Yeah. Yeah, most people don't know that. I think this is not good for my shidduch resume.
That's okay.
It's okay.
You just make it.
Yeah, you make it like, yeah, I'm 6'7". I am millionaire. It's 172 billion IQ. Here is my face. You know, like you just take some random like celebrity, put it on. Learn in the mirror. My rabbi at age like 13. That's what he did for you, shidduch resume. What is shidduch resume? Do you do one?
I did because it's the norm. I'm saying that's
Like, but what do they do? It's like, hi, my name's Shlomi Shapiro. I like nut-free, like vegan cookies. Like, what do you put
it's
on?
not that. I think it's just a basic. You like see the paper, and it's a basic of understanding of like who the person is.
Is there a picture?
No. Yeah, so there's some people that do pictures, some people don't do pictures.
I know that.
But I think not who the person is. It's a certain of like just like some information, like what schools did she go to, what's her name, how tall is she,
The boys,
who her siblings are.
the boy ones too.
Yeah, of course, they both have.
Okay.
Like I'm just talking girls because I saw girl resumes, not boy resumes. But like who her siblings are, and then like there's some numbers on there that are references that you could call and ask about, which they'll probably only say good things. But you never know. Sometimes you could actually get some good information.
So I think we should make some more single events. I think we should just get like some organic, like thingy. You know, like we'll rent.
Don't do single events.
No, I think a great way to make money. Money. The only thing.
Make money different ways.
No, so basically we rent out like the holy schnitzel, and like boys and girls from the ages of like 18 to like 25, or maybe even older, the older things.
Mingling.
Yeah, we're mingling naturally. Like, you know, we have like a chaperone there, like like a 21-year-old girl who got married like 2 months ago.
I think we try. Rabbi Cohn says this actually. It's very true. Rabbi Cohn says that you try to make it as least personal as possible. Like
English
the dating, the Jewish dating
World.
system or whatever the system is, at least the way I know it, is that we try to make the boy and the girl as least personal as possible to each other. Like you have a resume, you see her name, all you know is her name and her height and some information, and then you go out and you talk like tachlis things. You get, obviously there's a relationship that's built, and eventually, like, if you go out a bunch of times, then there's more feelings to it. But like, if it doesn't work out after a first or second date, it doesn't hurt that bad, because all you did was know some information about her and talk to her for a couple hours.
What do you gotta do by date 5?
Okay, so you're right. Like, you can't fix everything, but we try to make it the least personal as possible.
Like, yeah, 1 or 2 dates. Like, how do you tell? Like, okay, well, I want.
Sometimes you could just tell.
Okay, sometimes you can tell. But like, what?
I don't know. I married my first girl.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
I never said no.
You're so cool and
T4.
smart. You're the coolest guy I know. You're cooler than Moses. What do you want from my life? But what if, like day 2, you're like, okay, we seem like we have the same goals. So now we need to know if I actually like her, and then like date 5, you hate each other.
I don't know. I don't know if date 2 really know if you have the same goals, but date 1, I think date 1. Let's start with date 1.
What do you do by date 1? I'm curious.
You take it to the hotel lobby. she needs to wear. I'm joking. She doesn't have to wear
like meet another guy in yeshiva?
Honestly, date 1.
Hotel lobby.
No,
so meet another
I'm talking about conversation. Is get to know if you and her even click. If you like being around her, if she's fun. Can you see being friends even? Like,
is that what marriage is?
It's just like goals. Forget anything like that.
Like
you
best
just want to know
forever?
Your wife should be your best friend.
But like, what are you talking? Like, what's your favorite chicken nugget flavor?
Stupidity.
Oh, okay, cool.
You talk about straight stupidity. We talk about family and funny stories and jokes and like, just like, and at the end of the day, they're like, okay, that was fun.
I don't
like,
talk to my friends about that.
I would do that again.
Pretty late.
Again.
Like, me and another guy in yeshiva, we want to like go to drive to
Don't
hotel.
compare dating to talking to another guy, because it's never the same.
You think it's your best friend, and like date 1, I don't know. I don't talk to women. Women don't talk to me. I don't know. I look really good. I don't know. I don't want to talk to me. But like, what am I supposed to do? Like, hey. Whoa. And then like, I figure stuff out. Like, all I know is talking to boys.
You figure it out.
Yeah, but like, so me and another guy, we want to like go to hotel lobby and just sit down and watch all the Jewish couple there.
All the what?
All the Jewish couples. We go there. We like order one Coke, and just like sit there.
Who?
Me and another guy in yeshiva. We just think it'd be hilarious.
You did it, or you want?
No, we want to. It sounds like a hilarious idea.
Look, you could go do that.
Yeah, we're gonna go do it. We're just gonna sit down and just watch all the Jewish couples. It'd be weird.
Take notes, because you're gonna have to do that one day.
Taking notes like, do not order.
Do not order. Let her order.
No, is that what you do? You let her order?
You go first date. You see if you could be friendly. You see if you could be friends. You see.
But you just said we don't make it friendly.
You enjoy.
You say we just make it non-personal. But we have to be friends.
I'm not. You
it
be
seems pretty
friends.
hard.
You like kind of see yourself like, do I enjoy this person's company? You know what? Let's do that. Do I enjoy this person's company?
I enjoy your company, Yaakov.
Thank you. So you see, like, we would go on a second date.
Well, we were talking for like at least an hour, so we're best friends. We're the best of friends.
I already beat your other podcast.
Yeah, we might just like, cut it in half, and we don't get another guy this week. We're like, ooh, 2.
I hear. And then it just gradually grows. There's no real, like, people try to make so many rules and regulations on dating. The first date you do this, the second date you do that. Like, it's just like, let it go natural.
I would not remember all that.
Exactly.
I'd be like,
happens to be, I did remember one rule. The first date should be 3 hours total.
Total? Well, like,
you know what's a good sign? What? When you look at the clock and you're like, oh my god, that was 3 hours. It felt like 5 minutes.
So you only did it once. So is it supposed to be like?
That's what happened with my wife and I.
Good job. Is it supposed to be like, how do I get to the 3 hours, or is it supposed to be like, okay, we're supposed to be like, oh, it's 3 hours, we should probably get going.
I don't know. You just go.
3 hours. I mean, like, you put me in time limit, and that's a
it.
long time limit for someone I don't know. It's like, sometimes I meet people, I'm like, can we just leave now?
Okay, if you feel that, then you're probably not the right girl for you.
Yeah, but I didn't spend another like 2 hours and 50 minutes with her.
What?
You said it's supposed to be around 3 hours, or shouldn't be more than 3 hours.
It shouldn't be more than 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, you know why though?
Why?
So you keep it not so personal. Like, take your time with it.
Oh, okay.
Go on a second date, and that one's a little longer. Take your time in between.
But like, longer than 3 hours.
Boys tend to be very foggy when it comes to girls in their mind.
What is that? Foggy.
Foggy minded. They just get too excited. Maybe she's pretty or something.
That never happened to me. Me getting froggy-minded and being excited. No, I'm the
Well, how old are you, Pinchas?
I'm 18.
Okay, you have some time, buddy.
I have more time to get less intelligent. Will definitely happen. I'll hit my head a bit too much.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how it goes. I don't know. You just gotta go with it.
Wow. Big brother Alfasi teaching me all this stuff, so I should know. It's like, so am I supposed to pay for everything also?
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Be the man.
I believe in women's rights.
You believe in women's rights?
Yeah. Yeah. If she.
Do you want to be in Kolo?
Okay. If she's.
Wait. Do you want to be in Kolo?
If she's supporting the first 2 years, I think she should support the dates too. I need to know that.
Think of it as an investment.
I need to know that she could if she's able to support us for 2 years, so she could. If she can't support the dates, I can't trust her. You know.
You're saying if she's not paying for the dates, how's she going to pay for your life?
Yeah, yeah, it's very important stuff that me as a feminist have to do. Since America is very anti-woman now, apparently.
Aye.
But I support women.
You do?
Yeah.
The Torah supports women.
And I support the Torah.
Good.
I know. So religious. Yeah. I think we should make Thanksgiving Jewish.
And why?
Well, it's all about giving thanks, which is A, a Jewish concept, and B, it's all about eating.
We give thanks every day.
Yeah, but it's also all about eating, which is another Jewish...
Wait, do we have a yontif that we give thanks? Lay.
I think it's just like modem.
Do we have a yontif that we give thanks to Hashem? Like a specific yontif?
Pesach?
Is that a thank you?
The audience will take that for 100 points.
I don't know. I guess we thank Hashem for that.
See, it's my time.
Thank Hashem for the Torah. I don't know. We thank Hashem every day, 3 times a day.
Yeah, modem. Yeah. So, but do we eat food though? For that day specifically.
When it comes to Judaism, we always eat food.
So that's why
we eat food when we don't need to eat food.
That's why
That's another thing about the Jewish world. We have a very unhealthy relationship with food.
We have a very healthy relationship.
We have food for everything nowadays.
So I think Thanksgiving should be Jewish due to the fact that it's all about food.
We're talking about fancy weddings. How much do you think they're paying caterers?
A lot of money.
Why?
Because they make good food.
It's all about food.
We need more open bars at these weddings too.
And alcohol. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we need Shirley temples. But yeah, back to the main point. I think Thanksgiving should be a Jewish holiday. It's all about the food. It's good food, and we don't have a lot more to do. We will also take a tachan if you want.
Don't we say thank you to Hashem every month? Hala?
We do, but do we eat special food on that day?
Yeah, we have Rosh Chodesh breakfast.
We got bagels. Yeah, but what about like a nice meal?
By the way, do you know the Rosh Chodesh, you go out to eat and it's paid for by Hashem?
Yeah, well, it's also a feminist holiday for the women because I support women and so does the Torah.
It's true.
Wow, my shidduch resume is gonna be
also
so
Shalosh Regalim, by the way. You should get your wife for jewelry. Yeah.
The jewelry. Is it paid for by Hashem or is it like on me?
Everything's paid for by Hashem.
Yeah, but like Rosh Hashanah, Rosh Chodesh, she's like, yo dog, I got you. Is it like that in Shalosh Regalim when I got my wife jewelry?
Saying when I was single and I didn't have any money, then I went out to eat Rosh Chodesh.
Yeah, but like when you were married and like you got to get your wife jewelry
within your means, by the way.
What?
Well, also within your means. Like, don't go too crazy. Don't like ball out for like 20 guys at a restaurant because it's Rosh Chodesh.
Yeah, but like, what does like within your means mean? Like $200 for a steak? Like,
is that within your means?
I don't know. Like Rabbi,
or go to Rabbi coffee Jaffe bar and get $30.
You know Rabbi Jaffe?
Yeah, of course I know Rabbi
Jaffe. Yeah, you know his Rosh Chodesh story?
I do not.
Oh, basically, it's in the Mishpacha. It's a very good story.
I heard they didn't do it right.
Oh yeah, they didn't do it, but it's an amazing story. So I'll tell it to all you lovely listeners. So. Rabbi Yeshiva, Rabbi Jaffe, he heard the thing that if Rosh Chodesh your food is paid for, decided that Rosh Chodesh he'll take his wife out for a nice fancy meal. Mm-hmm. So they go out and they get a babysitter. They drive. They go to the city, have a nice meal. It costs them $200. Now next week is Hanukkah, and they had a Hanukkah party, and Rabbi Jaffe won $200. Exactly, but his wife won $15 at the woman's part of the party. The thing is, toll was only $5, but the babysitting costed $10. So basically, not only did
everything was paid back.
Everything was paid for. This is a bit more about like son being.
But you know the trick to this, though, right? It only works if you believe it.
Aw, that sucks.
You have to believe it. But
No, it should be like, if even if I don't believe, then Hashem gets the good, so I believe for next time. See, if it only works if you believe, that's how the religion gets you. It's like, you didn't believe hard enough. That's why Hashem didn't get you.
uh-oh. You're stepping into dangerous waters.
I'm stepping into all the dangerous waters. I need all my Shafiq questions answered. And I got like 75 of them.
You should interview Rabbi Cohen.
He said he will, but last time I was on the podcast, they went like a 180. Ooh. So he needs more stuff, and then he'll come on my podcast.
He needs more what?
He needs more episodes, so he knows what my podcast is about.
Oh.
Once they get up a cone, I think we'll just quit.
Show him this one.
Yeah, he'll be like, whoa, you're talking about money, I like, shidduchim, I don't like, betachon, I do like. We should get like enough of the checks, and he'll like.
By the way, the thing about Rosh Chodesh is a big thing of bitachon. That is why you have to believe it.
When's Rosh Chodesh?
I think next week.
Ooh, next week, good.
No, the whole thing with going out to eat and it's paid for. You have to have bitachon on Hashem that's going to happen.
So can I have a betachon?
You have to have bitachon on Hashem that anything's going to happen.
Can I do it tonight and have a betachon and then my food will be paid for?
Yeah, you could. But there's something special about Rosh Chodesh.
Why?
I don't know. Rabbi Bakritsky, he taught it to the whole yeshiva.
Well, I heard of this before, but like
I didn't. The first time I heard of this
Florida
was
people. You need to be in the 5 towns. All the religion mainly exists in the 5 towns.
See, there's pros and cons. There's musnakos and Torah. You know?
Yeah, the pro is the free food in Rosh Chodesh. Con, everything else is more expensive. Apparently, eggs are going back up.
I saw that yesterday.
It's crazy, man.
Because of like a flu or something.
Yeah, the avian flu. Because
yeah.
it could affect humans really badly.
How much are they charging for eggs now?
I didn't hear here, but we have a guy in Chicago. He said eggs for like 55.
That's crazy.
It's like almost $5 in California, in like Chicago. Here it's probably a bit cheaper, but I heard
How much is a dozen eggs here? I don't even know.
I think it's around $4. I heard now. I mean,
eggs are very necessary in the kitchen.
Biden inflation, I thought was over. I thought we were gone. I thought we were home free. You know, different.
What's your view?
regime.
What's your view on Trump?
Trump, I feel like he's either fresh face in politics that we needed after this whole like Democratic thing, but again, like how much control that like we know politicians really don't control like after the whole Patel thingy. Everybody knows politicians really can't control like the economy.
You know, a politician has less bechira than a regular person, right? Like a president, not a politician, a president. A world leader has less bechira than a regular person.
But he's elected. So he's not like king. Yeah, but he's not really king. Like
Rabbi Bakritsky said, because their decisions and their actions make such a big effect. He quoted someone, I don't know who he quoted.
Yeah, but like
then that's why Hashem gives them less bechira.
But here's the thing: is that goes into like now Hashem doesn't give free will to people.
No, he does.
But he does, but he doesn't. Now do with the.
Now you're really stepping into dangerous water.
No, I also have the name to water. If religion said
that's Rabbi Cohen podcast.
See, like if religion said one thing and then it said another thing, and it disagrees, I need to know why. See, I am what I call a intellectually honest person.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll read like philosophy, and if it goes against the Torah, I'll be like, okay, I need to have a question.
Okay, great.
Yeah, but like it's like okay,
Torah's all about questions.
Yeah, it's all about questions. But
what are we doing in the Gemara all day?
Yeah, it's like question 1, why?
It's questions and arguments.
Yeah, why is if you're in a juxtaposition case that you could unjuxtaposition, you're getting money, like. A lot of lovely questions, but like, yeah, it's like some of these questions are good.
I see them with Rabbi Davidson.
Yeah, some questions are good, some questions are bad, but like some questions are like, you say A, you say B, so how did they don't stem? So like you say your free will, but human has free will, but he's elected by other humans. Well, boop-de-doo-doo-doo, human, should have all free will. So we'll ask like the rabbi that.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll ask the rabbi, and I'll probably get an unsatisfactory answer. Ooh, take that.
Then ask a question on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I don't know if it's like the people that are going after Derek get this. When I ask questions, I'm just like laughed off. So do I have to, I don't know. Maybe it's because my questions are too intelligent. Do I need like pretend to go after Derek to get my questions like serious? No.
Just ask.
Well, I ask and something they're like, that's actual reenactment.
So push, Pinchas.
But I don't like pushing. I'm more like of a go with the flow guy.
It's all about the pushing.
I don't like pushing.
You gotta show that you really want. You really want to know.
Well, then I'll just like go up there silently. I'll be like, ooh, McDonald's.
All right.
Told McDonald's doesn't even taste that good, anyways. It's like that they get you. Like, don't even know when you eat it. Like, this isn't even good, and you go back.
Think about it. How much is a burger?
It's like too expensive these days, anyways. It's like almost it's getting Jewish level prices.
What is it? $5?
It's like $5.
$4?
$5.
$5.
Smash House, Smash Burger in like Central, it's like $7. It's basically Jewish food, anyways. Like the Jewish food.
How good could $5? How good could a $5 burger be?
Well, the question.
Happens to be burgers in the Jewish restaurants are like $20.
I know, but no, Smash House, Smash Burger, whatever the new one.
Smash House.
It's like $7 for the basic burger.
I want to try that place out.
I heard it's really good.
Is it really good? Did you go? Did you go?
I didn't go, but everybody I went to.
My wife wants to go.
Yeah, she's got like she had.
So shout out to Smash House.
Smash House, yeah. Oh, or Smash Burger. What are they called?
Smash House.
Smash House. Not sponsored, but you know.
Not sponsored.
We'll take
but
a sponsorship.
We'll take it.
We'll take one.
Next podcast should be in Smash House.
But like
I actually had a deal with Smash House. I sold Arba Minim outside of their store.
Oh,
in
yeah,
Boca.
the 4 species
In Boca Raton, they actually were very nice about it.
Oh yeah. Also, if you order on Mondays, you get like entered into a raffle for $1,000 or something.
I don't know about this.
Did you know that lemons are a mix of a esorg and like a bitter orange?
Isn't that not allowed?
No, it's not when you like graph it, but if like a guy makes it or something, it's kosher totally. Like the seeds are mixed. So it's legit a esorg and a bitter orange at the lemon. Lemonade is basically half of a rava. One of the
rava or esorg?
Esorg. That's why they look like so much like esorgs, because they are the half their the genetics are an esorg.
I hear.
I learned that recently. I didn't know that. I thought lemon was like an actual like real fruit found in nature. God didn't intend for it to be made. Humanity made it. We play God too much.
We had the bechira to make it.
We had the bechira to make it.
There you go. You see, we do have bechira.
See, like this reminds me of this in the Gemara. It's Titus Rufus, one of the guys, versus like a Rabbi Kiva, and he's like, "What's better, whatever God makes, or whatever humans make?" And Rabbi Kiva's like, "Whatever humans make." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" The next day, Kiva comes with like some like grains and like a cake. He's like, "What do you want?" The grains of the cake. So yeah, humans are awesome. We make cake.
Hashem gives us intellect to make.
Yeah, intellect is crazy. Like which genius thought like if we take the flour, sugar, and like water, we make a cake, and an egg there too.
You could even go crazier than that.
Yeah, they got like ice cream cake.
What is that to take grapes and step on them?
My goodness, alcohol never ceases to amaze me.
What about beer? How do you make beer?
Oh, beer is awesome. I love making beer. It's like a tea.
What about chocolate? You ever saw chocolates made?
Yo, chocolate's amazing.
It's really cool.
It's like a 4 months process to make it at home. 4 months.
It takes 4 months to make it at home. Really?
Yeah, it's like someone
It comes from like a plant.
Yeah, it grows out of a tree. It's insane.
It's the coolest thing.
It's the coolest thing ever.
Do you know there's YouTube videos called How It's Made?
And they show how you
and like they show you like different things how they make it.
Yeah.
Like how do you make this and make that? Like one of them is chocolate, and it's just a wild thing to watch.
Yeah, chocolate's insane.
Like I didn't know how much it takes to make a chocolate.
Also, if you want nothing that's insane, vanilla. Vanilla is so rare. The real plant. The most like vanilla you have is like fake.
What do you mean?
Because like the vanilla plant, like it was used so much that like almost extinction or something. To a point, I mean, like you could still get real vanilla, but like a lot of stuff is fake. I mean, you could get in the store and actually buy that, but like a lot of it's fake because of how much people are using it, for a while at least. I think that like nowadays, I check in my house, the one we have is like real or something.
What, vanilla?
Because you put in like vodka and then like it gets the flavor. Like you get drunk if you really want to, but it smells so good.
That's interesting.
I love vanilla. What's your favorite flavor ice cream?
Chocolate.
Chocolate? No, vanilla's the best.
You think between chocolate and vanilla, or just in general?
No, general.
I don't eat that much ice cream. I don't know.
I think really weird.
Cookie dough.
Cookie dough is good. Like for me, like
tiramisu, like coffee.
Ooh, like for me, like I don't like ice cream, but when I eat one bite of ice cream, I'm like addicted. I need all of it.
Yeah, like if I have a cone of ice cream, I have to have the whole cone.
Yeah, I have to have everything.
You want to hear a funny story?
Oh yeah.
I went out with my wife like 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. We went to get ice cream together. Like, oh, we'll just share it. We won't get because like I was trying to be on a diet.
Wait. Were you married by that point?
We were married.
Oh, okay.
So we'll just share it.
Because Rabbi Cohen and like personal relationship.
Oh, you're calling me out.
I call everybody out. I call Rabbi Cohen out.
And basically, who doesn't?
that's like half the yeshiva.
We went to get ice cream. We're eating it. We're like, okay, we'll just share it. It's like, okay, fine. And then like she licks it or eats it, like takes a bite or whatever. Then we go back and forth. And like I just take bigger bites because I'm a boy. And then I like eat it and then I give it back to her. And there's like barely any left. She's like, what the heck? You ate the whole thing.
Yeah, with
like next time get your own.
With big mouth comes big responsibility.
Oi.
Yeah, gotta buy your own ice cream.
Gotta buy your own ice cream.
Gotta buy your own ice cream. Yeah, ice cream's great. Who decided to make ice cream again?
I don't know. Again, that's a cool invention.
Who are these people? We need to meet them. Like, I don't care about Leonardo da Vinci or Ben Franklin. Which man invented ice cream?
What about the Wright brothers?
Wright brothers, those were geniuses. Like,
what about the car?
The car? Like, I don't really know who really made the car. But like the Wright brothers, like the most whack people ever. It's like, yeah, we own a bicycle shop and we'll invent flying. Like, and unless
the world relies on them today.
Yeah, like in less than 10 years later, planes were like, oh, the biggest thing ever. Yeah. Like innovation in that field just went insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They're whack. And they weren't even like scientists. They just were like bike owners.
I don't know anything about them. But
what? You know anything about them?
I don't. I knew whoever invented the airplane was the Wright brothers.
They were just two random dudes who decided to like learn how to invent flying. Like, what can I invent? Like how to like do interdimensional transportation? Like, can I do anything cool? All I do is make podcasts.
Podcasts are cool.
Podcasts are cool.
It's a new thing. Podcasts are a new thing.
No, it's like they just came in Corona, and like I came like 4 years late to the party. But like now, like only the mighty will survive.
Can I ask you a question?
You ask me whatever you want.
It's my turn to ask you a question.
Okay, great.
What? How do I ask this? Why'd you call it Shicker and Shacaris? What was your
my genius?
Yeah.
Well, cause I'm 18.
That's your answer.
That's my answer. Cause I'm 18.
I'm saying, is there like a reason behind it?
No. Well,
just sounded cool.
Well, yeah, probably. I made the name when I was 17, actually.
Oh.
So that was the whole idea. Like Shicker, Shacaris, they sound similar. I don't like one. I like the other. Whoop-de-doo. Rabbi Conan will hate me. Yay.
I hear Conan there.
Yeah,
he was in the mushroom.
It's like he likes Shacaris. We don't like people being Shicker.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Okay, that's my idea. I want to. As a rebellious teenager, I need to like attack the authority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're rebellious?
I'm the most rebellious guy ever.
You said I never spoke to girls.
Yeah.
How rebellious could he be?
I don't care about girls. I got bigger problems to deal with. Like, I don't think they stand. They're just like humans.
You have bigger problems to deal with.
Yeah, like they're just humans.
Like moose knuckles.
Yeah, I have to fight against the moose knuckles and like make alcohol in my parents' basement like the antisocial person I am. It's like whoop-de-doo-de-doo, you call a girl like okay, I could go online and do that too.
Yeah.
Who's stopping me?
Nobody.
Yeah, someone like shoot down a lightning bolt. Probably got a couple of women listening to my podcast.
Oh, that's good.
That is great. Got the most random people. I got a guy from the San Fernando Valley.
You could see who watches it?
I could see like that. Yeah, I have analytics.
Very
like,
cool.
I'm a big boy. I needed more listeners. I could get like monetized because I'm broke.
Well, then you could buy a microphone stand for yourself.
I could buy a microphone stand for myself. I'm better like like earphones or whatever. Yeah.
I'm using the JetBlue ones. They're pretty good.
I'm using the one I got from my Walkman. Yeah.
Alrighty, Pinchas.
Yeah, let's wait for you.
This is great.
Great.
I think we definitely. We almost had an hour and a half.
Wow, we are like legendary. The first episode was like 20 minutes.
This is fun.
This is so much fun.
A lot of fun.
I love talking. Like 9-10 levels of talking went to the world. Women got 9. I got the other one.
Only you got the other one?
I got the one. Like women as a whole got 9. I got 1.
Yes.
The legendary talking ability.
It is true.
I know.
So you see, when you go out today, you're not gonna have to do that much. They're gonna do most of the work.
Yeah, you gotta be quiet and drink your Coke.
You like Coke?
I like soda.
You like soda?
I love
I
soda.
don't like soda.
You don't like soda?
My first date was free because we both don't like soda. We just drink water.
Water's free.
In the bar, yeah.
Do you like Shirley Temple?
I do.
I love Shirley Temple. We should make a bunch of Jodo Shirleys together.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. We
Get
should
some-
call the Share the Temple.
Yeah, we get some like.
No, then you guys should call it Shicker.
Shicker Shacaris, yeah.
They're getting Shicker. And
Oh, you know Shirley Temple, they're not alcoholic, right?
oh, they're not?
Dirty Shirley's alcoholic.
Oh, in my head, they're all.
No, it's grenadine and like either Sprite
mean
or
good
ginger ale
ones?
and like lime.
I'm not a big alcohol guy.
No, but it's soda.
Oh.
You could add alcohol if you want to. But
Never
it's,
mind. Maybe I don't like Shirley Temples. Maybe I thought it was something else.
What do you think it is?
I thought it was
Red drink?
yeah, maybe a margarita.
No, margarita is not a Shirley Temple. Shirley Temples are red.
Nah, never mind. I have no idea.
Oh, okay. They're
I'm
awesome.
not. I just like wine.
Wine is nice.
I like a good glass of wine with some meat.
You're born to
Classy.
be rich. You're born to be
Want
rich.
to be. I don't have a musnoko.
You never. No. See, you're real rich. You're high class, elegant.
By the way, that's another thing I always say. People who have real money, like real money,
Yeah.
don't wear these fancy
Okay,
things.
so last week I had.
Yeah, one second, one more thing. You
Yeah.
ever saw the meme? There's a meme with a picture of like Warren Buffett and Bill Gates. I
Yeah.
think it was Warren Buffett.
Could be Warren Buffett.
Or like Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates or something. And there's like, and the top said, like $700 billion in a picture and not one designer belt. They just both look like really simple people.
Yeah, it might be.
But like most of the money in the world belongs to them.
Yeah, it could be any of those three because they're all not really like really rich. But last week I had pneumonia. Lovely. Let's go. 1800 diseases.
For Shalima.
Yeah, I'm like better now. So basically,
Yeah.
when I was in the the waiting room, for an hour because America, there was like this 7-year-old girl walked in.
Yeah.
She didn't look really rich, but she had this coat on. She had like the animal like hats, that come down to your like your neck with like the fake arms.
I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, so she walked in with these sunglasses. She walked in, took them off like a supermodel. She carried herself like a rich person. She was 7 years old. She had no idea how money works probably, but I know she was born to be rich because she just acted rich. She acted like a real rich person, and I think we need to give all our money to her till she becomes rich. Yeah, she's born to be rich, and we're not. We're born to like serve her and give her money.
All right.
Yeah.
If you say so.
I do say so. So, is that it for this episode of Shicker At Shacaris?
This is it.
Okay, well, this is it for this episode of Shicker At Shacaris. Well, stay tuned till next week's
Thank
episode.
you for having me.
I will thank myself, too, for having you. Bye.